wake up. Yeah. You've got the power. I don't own the rights to this music. I don't own the copyright. We gotta wake up. Yeah, my goodness. Sometimes you gotta listen to music. I tell you, that music, it'll change the atmosphere in a minute. Boy, I tell you, I was sitting up there thinking about the day. The other day, I went on to the post office, and so I was sitting there, because I was able to, I found a place to sit, and I was waiting in line and everything. I'd be saying like, hey, I'm behind you. I'll be like, I'm behind you, because when you go out there, there's nowhere to sit. So I was sitting up there. I had my mask on, and it had the writing on everything. The man just took one look at me. I don't know who this man was, but he had his arm jacked up. And he took one look at me and said, if you're not married, don't get married. And I looked at him and I said, I haven't had a relationship in about going on 19 years, will be February. He said, if you ain't got a husband now, don't get one. He said, my wife shot me. I was like, oh my goodness. And he was serious about that thing. You should have seen him. His arm was jacked up. She messed him up. I sat up there and I started wondering what he done did to make her shoot him. I was like, what? So then all of a sudden I said, I want me a husband. I said, one thing about it, I said, he gonna be in trouble. Yeah. It's been a long time. Boy, I tell you, everybody started laughing. I made everybody's day. I tell you, I said it in a way that everybody started cracking up. But Miss Big Betty Bombshell is serious now. She's serious now. Boy, I tell you, that's why I'm getting in shape now. Come on now. I tell you, it's been a long time. But I tell you, everybody ought to want to get married. I tell you, some of these bad experiences people have, it made them change their mind. It traumatized that man. That man was traumatized. I was like, what in the world? And then I'm sitting up there thinking, well, why out of all people, he gonna come and tell me that? I said, he could have told anybody that. Why he came to me? I want a husband. Shoot, I ain't been keeping myself all this time for nothing. Come on now. I was like, my goodness. And I started laughing. I said, boy, I tell you, people going through. I try to tell y'all, them people, the adults are the ones going through. Boy, I tell you, they got issues. They can't take it no more, I guess. My goodness. Now, what in the world? Now, she going in jail and stuff. She got to go through all that. I could imagine, because the man looked like he was up in his 80s. So you sitting up there wondering, like, if the woman done shot him and she in jail, why she want to be in jail at that age? Especially with this COVID, Corona. Corona ain't playing. You don't want to be locked up nowhere in Corona. Come on now. And I sat up there. I said, my. I said, to each his own. Everybody go through something. But that's what the problem is now. Some people done went through so much, they just done gave up. I can't give up. Miss Big Betty Bombshell ain't giving up. Nah. She know her knight is shining armor out there somewhere. She's just saying one thing about it. She just hope you don't, come on now. That Corona, my goodness, that Corona shutting everything down. I tell you, that Corona said, hold up, wait a minute. And I tell you, you got to be safe, people. You got to be safe. Wear your mask. Keep yourself covered. Keep yourself safe. Keep washing your hands. Doing all the things that they telling you to, because that's the only way you can be safe. I know it's not easy because you can't do the things like you used to do, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Come on now, it's better to be safe than sorry. But I tell you, I mean, people going through, but that just confirms what I was saying. Some of these adults losing it because they ain't used to this. Can you imagine, especially the ones coming up in the days and beyond the days and beyond the days that I was coming up in. You know what I'm saying? They were even more strict than they is now. But I said, my goodness, my goodness. I said, things have changed a lot. And you can't do things the way you used to. And that's why I be telling y'all young people, come on now. Don't y'all be going all that kissing and stuff. And he ain't had no corona test. Come on now. You don't know what can happen. You got to be safe nowadays. You got to be safe. I tell you. You got to make sure everybody ain't running here, running there, hanging around this person, hanging around that place. All these crowded up places and nobody know where it come from. I tell you. You go where you got to go at. You bring your butt back, get in the house. There's other things that you can find to do. Use your imagination. Let your imagination run wild. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something. Just create. Keep your mind active. Keep your mind busy. And then when you keep your mind active, keep your mind busy, you won't be so caught up and get fear come in you. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to be right, people. You just got to be right. Just got to take care of yourself and take care of your family. And always pray, not only for yourself, but family too. Because I tell you, Miss Hannah, man, she was talking about I got unholy. I ain't never hardly went to church because I had some bad experiences. But then I had some good experiences too, y'all. Had some good experience too. But I tell you, Corona, she made everybody start thinking and repenting too.